What's up, guys? I'm back after a week-long hiatus where YouTube suspended my page, my channel, for medical misinformation. I won't even get into it. It is what it is. I'm happy to be back. Um, I see I got a thumbs up already, so there's people watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. God bless you for being here. God bless you for supporting me and taking time out of your Friday morning to just listen to me walk and talk. So I've been paying attention to everything that's been going on, and I have questions. I have real questions here. Now, you saw the video I posted last night. Hopefully you did. If you got through it, it's only 50 seconds long, where Bill de Blasio is stuffing his face with fast food to encourage New Yorkers to get the jab. Now, I mean, obviously, stuffing your face with junk food is antithetical to your health. And I eat junk food. I just want to get that out of the way. So I'm not trying to be a hypocrite here, but I engage in eating junk food from time to time. But I don't want somebody telling me that, you know, a decision that I need to make based on my health will be rewarded by me getting stuff that makes me unhealthy. And that's what I've seen so much of over the past couple months. Am I surprised by it? No. I knew that they were going to eventually offer up freebies and, oh, you can get a free permit to this and that. You can get into Funland, Disneyland, whatever, if you just get the jab. It's just like, why does it require this much effort? Good ideas should not require force. Now, I understand there's nuance to that. If people are skeptical, sometimes you have to show them why it's a good idea. But in a situation like this, it should require little effort. It shouldn't require incentives. It's like, hey, Mike, we're going to give you beachfront property in Hawaii, a big mansion on the ocean. You and your family can go live in that. Do you think that would require force? Do you think they would have to pay me to do it? Or would I see that it's a good idea? Would I see the benefits of that? Right? But not with this situation. With this situation, it requires all kind of freebies and giveaways. Bill de Blasio saying, hey man, burgers and fries. I see vaccinations going up because burgers and fries. I mean, you know that this only appeals to low IQ people. It's for real. The people that works on are the same people that were filling up grocery bags with gasoline. It's the same type of decision making, right? It's like you're not processing, you're not using critical thinking. Speaking of gas, how much is gas in your area? Go ahead and sound off. Let me know. How much is gas in your area? Do you even have access to gas? And how much is it if you are able to access it where you are? I actually just left the gas station, and I think premium is out. Just regular unleaded is all they have, which is kind of bizarre, but it's crazy. $2.95 in Alabama. That seems kind of high. Yeah, it's like it shot up to $2.85 here where I live at, but it has gone back down. It's back down to $2.81. It's been pretty consistently close to $2.80 here, but I believe the national average is up to $2.99 a gallon. Right? So, yeah. Anyway, this is insane. They're throwing free donuts, free burgers, free beer at you. And yeah, I don't get it. It's antithetical to your health. We know that, and this is mainstream news source for the YouTube moderators, the algorithmic overlords. It is mainstream news that 80%, roughly 80%, I think 78% of hospitalizations are obese, are people that are overweight, right? And yeah, we know that being overweight is bad for your organs. It puts a lot of stress on your organs. So why would they incentivize you with donuts and burgers, like two of the worst things for you? I'm gonna sit down here for a second. I don't think I can hold this selfie stick thing straight while I'm walking. Why, guys, why are they offering me and you donuts, burgers, and beer if, for one, if this is a good idea, it shouldn't require anything. It shouldn't require you to sell me on this with incentives, and not offering like fresh fruits and veggies. I think most people, well, a good chunk of people want to eat healthier, but it's more expensive for them to do so. So why not offer something that actually will improve your quality of life, some food, some fresh fruits and vegetables? I just don't get it. Why wouldn't they offer that? Why wouldn't they offer incentives like, hey, free gym membership for 3 months? But again, I understand they know their audience. They know who they're talking to. They know who it's going to reach. That's why they use cringe rap cartoon videos, and they've got celebrities doing. If that's the difference between someone getting it and not getting it, what does that say about the person? If all it took was Bill de Blasio eating burgers on TV for them to get it, knowing that they can get a free burger, what does that say about the person? Right? I'm just saying that's the reality of it. If that's all it took to convince somebody is them getting some instant gratification to make a huge decision like that, then that's a sad situation. But that's what they do. They prey on people that are low information. It's actually really embarrassing. It's sad. It's pathetic. And I also have a question about the Mike DeWine, the governor of Ohio. I guess the word Republican just doesn't mean anything at all. The guy's anything but conservative. If he's over there talking about $5 million that he's going to be giving away just randomly to people that got the jab, I mean, first of all, that's reckless and irresponsible. That's anything but conservative. And this guy straight up just makes conservatism look bad. First of all, with the lockdowns, he had a curfew in place, and now he's just recklessly spending money. I don't get it. I mean, obviously there's better ways to spend that money if you're going to spend it, but you're just going to give it randomly to people because they got the jab, or put somebody through college because they got it. Just doesn't add up, guys. It doesn't add up, and I'm going to continue to say that it doesn't add up until it either adds up or they stop doing this, because it doesn't make sense to me. I see I've got some comments. I want to make sure I read these. I'm not going to be live long. I got somewhere to go. Thank you for the super chatters. Tina, thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, somebody said they offered pot, Krispy Kreme, and $1 million. $1 million to get this. It's a good idea, but we gotta crank up the incentives, man. We gotta segregate you at ball games. We gotta do all of this stuff. We gotta work overtime to convince people it's a good idea. We got to convince you it was a good idea to do this. And the only way we can do that is by offering you free stuff. I would like to think that there's better ways to spend that money in Ohio than to give it to like 5 people. People play the lottery all the time, throw away money. Think about how much money people throw away playing the lottery all the time. When if they just save that, invested it, they'll get closer to becoming a millionaire than by throwing it away hoping they can get a quick fix. I get it. I understand why people would want to do it, but in the grand scheme of things, your chances are very slim. So why would you make a medical decision in hopes that you can get rich quick? And why would this so-called conservative Republican governor be incentivizing that? And you know how you know it's like it's anything but conservative? Look who's praising it. Democrats are praising it. Democrats are happy about it. They think it's a good idea. I saw the media said, oh, this might be a good thing. This might be a good idea. You know, we're only allowed to talk about the pros, but not the cons. We're not even allowed to have discussion about it. There can't be a debate. It's just shut up and do it. Shut up and do it, or be censored off social media. The irony that I got a community guideline strike for for talking about how we're not allowed to question it. And because of that, I got silenced for that. It is what it is. I don't want to piss them off anymore, because clearly they're on to me now. They're watching me. They're watching me. I was flying under the radar, I guess. But nonetheless, I'm back. And I'll keep this short and sweet. I just want to know why are they getting so desperate? Again, why are they getting so desperate? And I see that the CDC in the last week, well, yesterday, the CDC changed the guidelines on masks. Okay, now there's only one question I have. How are they going to know who got it and who didn't? If they say that if you got it, you can go anywhere, indoors or outdoors, without a mask, how is Costco going to know? Unless they are going to require that you show proof. Okay? And since they won't know, they have to have that. They have to. How else are you going to know? Okay, so HIPAA laws are going to come into play here. And it just seems like they're making these changes because they know that people aren't going to just willy-nilly go and do this on their own. They're not going to go do it. And yeah, I got to tread lightly with it, but the CDC came to the same conclusion that I did like a year ago, as far as that goes. So yes, I trust the CDC science now. I'm sure the YouTube algorithm loves that I just said that. I trust what the CDC said. I trust that science. I trust that science. So, yeah. Crazy times we're living in. What will they think of next? How long before some of these celebrities offer like sexual favors? It's not a joke. It's a matter of time before they offer that. They were doing that for votes. How long before they start incentivizing people via quid pro quo? Everything is stupid, y'all. Everything is stupid. Or better yet, what's the next unhealthy incentive they'll come up with? So far we got beer, which I like a good beer, but in general it's not good for the body. They've offered beer, Krispy Kreme donuts, fast food. Of course, McDonald's is in on it. They got vaccine propaganda on their fry boxes and stuff, and it's a bad look. It's a bad look. It's embarrassing for humans. How you doing? Hey, pups.
Hi.
Look at the pups.
Wiener dog day.
Wiener dog day. Hey, pups.
Come on. Come on.
So what's next? What is the next thing? Will KFC get in on it? KFC extra crispy 12-piece chicken dinner if you can prove that you got the jab. What's the next thing? High fructose corn syrup. Maybe Gushers will get in on it. They got in on the BLM wave last year. Gushers got in on it. Pop-Tarts got in on it. Of course, Ben and Jerry's, they're in on it. All the people that want you to destroy your body with their products are telling you it's a good idea for your health to go ahead and get this jab. I mean, who doesn't see this? I know half the country thinks like, yeah, they care about my health. They care. That's why they're trying to get all these other people to do it. And here's the other question I have. If it is so good for you, if the jab is so good for you and it's going to protect you, one, why does it require everyone to get it? If it's not good for you alone, why do you need to, why? Also, Bill Maher just got COVID. And Bill Maher got the jabs. So, yeah. I'm going to just leave that there. I'm going to leave that one right there. I'm not going any further than that, but you can pick up what I just put down. I mean, come on, man. Ridiculous. Again, good ideas shouldn't require force. They shouldn't require segregated baseball games. They shouldn't require that you get entered into a lottery or a raffle where you can win $1 million. Wow, 5 lucky people are going to be millionaires because of this. Instead of, maybe helping out all the businesses that you force closed and destroyed, which would obviously create more jobs, lift more people out of poverty, get more people back in the workforce and maybe off antidepressants, which would help their health, help them feel better. No, it's always got to be the exact opposite. It's always got to be an inversion of reality. Up is down, down is up, good is bad, bad is good. And yeah, let's divide people by skin color, by gender, by vaccinated and unvaccinated. You get the game yet? Do y'all see it yet? I know y'all see it, but half the country doesn't see it. Half the country doesn't see it. They're just out there virtue signaling, shaming you for not agreeing with them, for not accepting their worldview. Fear is good. That's what they want. Fear. Fear, fear, fear. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Also, trust us. And don't be afraid of this. And take all these unhealthy products, get all this unhealthy stuff for free because you're making a good decision. Bodily autonomy is now considered selfish. I mean, come on, man. And the more people are desperate to get me to try something or do something, the more skeptical I become of it. So going back to why there's, nuance, if they're forcing me and trying to incentivize me for something that's supposedly good, then I'm going to be skeptical. So at the beginning of the stream, I said, good ideas shouldn't require force, incentives, manipulation, none of that. If somebody said, hey, Mike, there's a beach in Hawaii with oceanfront property on it. Do you want to go live in it? You should go live in it. Right? I would think of myself, okay, well, what's wrong with that for you to offer it for free and say that? But generally speaking, I can tell that's a good idea. Like, wow, I see the benefits. I see the pros of that. But if they try to hard sell me on it, then I have questions. I'm going to be skeptical. If you're going to tell me, do it, please, just do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. That's going to turn me off. That's going to make me question their judgment. That's going to make me question why they're pushing so hard. Same thing goes for this. If it's so obvious, wouldn't everybody see it? Just saying, guys, I've got questions. We'll wait and see how this plays out with the CDC and their new guidelines. We'll see how businesses respond. I believe Kroger already said that even though the CDC said you don't need to wear a mask indoors if you've been vaccinated, they're like, we're going to do it anyway. So the people that trusted the science before no longer trust it. They just flip-flop, shift the goalposts. I told you, they have no plan of ending this. This is not going away. They're just going to continue down this path. And again, half the country doesn't see it. They don't get it. They don't believe it. They're just going to continue shifting the goalposts out. CDC guidelines change, but corporations and probably some government buildings and airlines, obviously, they're not going to change. They're not going to follow the science, even when the science doesn't support the narrative or their agenda to abuse power and authority. So trust the science when it's convenient, huh? Gotcha. I'm not surprised by it, are you? Of course you're not. If you've been paying attention, there's no way this surprises you. It's impossible to be shocked by this change, and now you're slowly starting to see corporations say, yeah, we're still going to require it. Government officials, they're still going to require it. They're still going to wear it. I'm not allowed to say it because I got suspended last week, but Kamala Harris, that thing she did with her husband outdoors, she'll probably continue to do that. It's all about brainwashing and programming people to accept this new norm. It's not about going back to normal. It's about accepting the terms and conditions of the new normal. And they've told you this, by the way. This is CNN. That chick on CNN was like, we have to dangle their freedom like a carrot. She said that in so many words, like we have to use freedom as an incentive. How else are we going to get people to comply unless we use their freedom as a bargaining chip? So what they took away from you, they're saying you're allowed to have back if you follow our guidelines. Just like they destroy your business forcefully, but then they'll loan you the money to rebuild it. You know, the borrower basically becomes a slave to the lender at that point. So that's all I had to say. I'll keep this short and sweet. I'm back on YouTube after a week-long hiatus where they shut me down, try to silence my voice because I said true things and I questioned some judgments and some storylines, some narratives. You know, but we're not allowed to have nuance. There's no debate involved. You're just a conspiracy theorist if you disagree with X, Y, and Z. They'll change the dictionary definition to cast a wider net and silence more people. But it's not going to work on everybody, guys. It's just not. I'm on Rumble, but I can't live stream on Rumble. I uploaded my last video on Rumble, and guess what? It's probably got about 14 views. That's not amazing. But yes, I am on Rumble. I am on BitChute, and I encourage everybody to subscribe to my backup channel, my second channel. The link is always in the description. At the top of the description, I think it's the first link actually in the description, my second channel. So please subscribe to that channel. Just saying, man. Mass shootings in Chicago every weekend. Yeah. How many kids are going to get shot in Chicago this weekend? We talk about Chicago a lot, but why are we talking about St. Louis? I think St. Louis is way more dangerous per capita. It's like a third the size of Chicago, and yet they have probably just as many murders. But if you scale it for population, it makes it way more dangerous. We won't talk about that because it doesn't help divide the country or bring down America. But make no mistake about it, black lives that help destroy America from within will be rewarded by a gold casket burial and a televised funeral. If you're a black person and your death helps bring down America, you will be treated to a televised funeral, a gold casket burial, every corporation changing their profile picture to a picture of you. You'll get murals everywhere, statues. That's how it works. That's the reality. That's the truth. Anyway, good ideas don't require force, just to summarize it. At least they shouldn't require force. They shouldn't require incentives, especially if it's something related to your health and the incentives are beer, donuts, and burgers. I'm just saying, that's really stupid. But it is what it is. God bless you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to sub to the backup channel. I'll be back next week, probably Monday or Tuesday. I'm heading over to Tampa this weekend. So God bless y'all. I'll catch you in the next stream.